everyone, my name is Purzelblume and welcome to the grand final of the EC5 tournament. At my side, two superstars, AE superstars. First, M, he was here last time. Welcome, M.
Hello, thank you very much.
Yeah. And another superhero. Now we have Leroux, the bee.
Hang on, wait.
I went
I'm
from
a superstar, he's a
Thank you very
superhero.
much. I'm very happy to be here with that introduction.
He instantly upgraded.
What, man?
I mean, I think we know who the top dog is.
Yeah, here we are, Frontline Tactics versus AE Gold, two superstar teams as well, I would say, making it to the final. I think I can guess whose team you're a bit favoriting there, just because...
Yeah, I'm biased. I want AE Gold to win. Yeah, I like the Frontline Tactics guys. I'm not going to be upset if they win, but yeah, come on, Gold boys. Come on, Gold boys.
Let's do it. Well, if you support them, then I will support a little bit Frontline Tactics, and I would say let's take a look at them. Here they are, the five guys. You already know them from the semi-final and all the matches before. We have Charlini, the captain, in the middle, holding the inf together. Then Jum as Cav and Sparta as Archer. And the inf team is complemented by Oliveran and Fieta. So I think the strength is definitely in the inf team here, right, Em? As we
yeah, I mean, that's what we were saying last time. I think all of them show what they can do, though. I think they have to be a pretty well-rounded team to even get this far. I don't think a team that just had good inf makes it all this way. So, you know, Doom and Sparta as well, I think, are doing some great work.
I also think people laugh at Fiera playing Cav, but that's what Frontline Tactics do when they have to play 2 Cav. And I think, although he's been laughed at a little bit, I think he actually does fine.
He does enough, doesn't he? He does
enough. It's as you said, it's good enough to get them here, so he must be doing something right.
The famous Wales Cav player there from the Nations Cup. I agree, like, if you need 2 Cavs, then it's good. I mean, today we will actually play Naval Outpost, Sandy Bush and Falorence, so maybe they don't need 2 Cav that desperately. First map will be Naval Outpost. You could play 2 Cav, but I think if you have 3 sick inf players, why not use them, right?
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see a lot of infantry. And I think in 5v5 we've seen teams, especially on Nords, use lots of infantry on this map. 3 inf 2 cav I think isn't that irregular. On Vegas I think we'll see a bit more archer stuff coming out, but to be honest this map isn't very archer friendly. You can do some kind of crossfires, but most of the places are quite easy to catch you, quite easy to kind of get a man on you, get a cav on you, and then you're shut down. So
if you compare it like with Nord Archer, if you have an infantry, you can use the jabs with a shield, you can just pop to a polearm straight away. If you play it right, it's a lot more comfortable, I think, for the entire team.
I'd be surprised to see much archery coming out from Nords from either of these teams, really. Vegas, I think we'll see a bit. I think we'll see at least 1 archer from both teams on Vegas, just because Vegas archer is just that good. But yeah, I think cavalry and infantry are going to be the focus here.
That's not bad for AE Gold. Let's take a look at them as well, because they only have OGL as archer, so they have these 2 strong cav, and I think they will use them on Naval Outpost, right? Like Sir Alex and Dopey.
Yeah, I agree. I think we'll see both cav in, probably on both spawns for AE Gold. And AE Gold, I mean, we're talking about the Frontline Tactics infantry lineup. The AE Gold one is also very, very good. I mean, Deacon Barry's been around since the beginning of Warband, really, and there's not really many more consistent infantry players than him. You know, he's been putting in work. He doesn't really make many mistakes. He occasionally fluffs it just because of, you know, I mean, his playtime at the moment, relative to how it once was, isn't that brilliant, but he still manages to put in work versus anyone, really. So yeah, he's very dangerous. You've got the other guys, Anchor and Darklight. Both of them just played brilliantly at the Bucharest LAN not very long ago, and I played against them there, and that was terrifying. Frankly, they're hugely aggressive infantry. So having that kind of aggression, kind of temper.
Teams are going live. By the way.
Exactly. I'm sorry to cut you off, but
I'll stop rambling. I'm just going on and on. Let's watch the game.
Let's quickly wait for streamers before. So many streamers on the server right now. But here the teams are spawning.
This is a match people want to watch. That's how many streamers we got.
Yeah, this is what we were waiting for the whole tournament, exactly. And here we are. The first moments of the EC5 final.
Yeah, so I'm quite surprised by Frontline Tactics build that they've got a Nord Archer, only one cav. It's not bad, you know. It's not like, oh my god, they're running an Archer. You know, they can play this. It's fine. This is not what I was expecting.
I mean, it's their strength. They have.
Sure. I mean, they're playing the classes they're good at. It's not a bad idea at all.
Mm-hmm.
I think A Gold's lineup is also a bit surprising. They took the classes we expected, but Anchor is playing instead of Ogel, and he also just got hit by a jab.
Oh,
Actually,
yeah, that's
quite
a
low, so
bad
that's a good
start
start for Frontline Tactics.
I think they are preparing for the North spawn, because on the North spawn I expect A Gold not to take an Archer at all, and then you rather want to have Anchor in your inf lineup than OGL.
That makes sense. Are they allowed to change players between spawns, or is it per map? No, it's per map. So that
It's
does
per
make
map,
sense.
yeah.
That does make sense, yeah.
They might have a fight at Trebuchet though.
Mm-hmm. Frontline Tactics pushing out of the tunnel here. I think it's smart to clear the trebuchet there. If you push
The
from the
Anchor's
right-
still very close up.
Yeah,
I think he's
trouble.
getting completely caught out here. He needs to be aware.
And he's already low. From the
Yeah,
hit.
he's managed to get away, but that was quite bad scouting. I think Dopey should have been able to tell him about that.
So AE Gold gambling on the flag here, but I'm not sure if they can hold it against 3 inf of Frontline Tactics.
Yeah, with jabs and with spot on the Trebuchet.
Yeah. Anchor's now up top, so he's going to maybe be able to put a bit of pressure on Sparta.
So what's the idea here now,
The
Barry?
AE Gold Imp is split now, though.
Exactly,
Are they
they
just
split
completely
up
surrounding
around
them?
the board. Ooh, first kill
That's
comes
very
in
aggressive,
here.
and it's paying off.
And Anchor
Anchor,
with a
double,
double.
triple.
Triple
Oh,
kill.
wow, Anchor.
What a way to start a final here.
Just don't play OGL. Keep OGL on the bench.
Is that the meme? Make a hashtag out of it. And there, convincing. Not a player lost on A Gold side here. Wow.
That's the exciting thing about 5v5, isn't it? Like, it seemed like A Gold was in a bad spot there for a little bit, but then
They just needed
They
to make
just
the
turn
push.
around and
They
they
surrounded
win
them.
snowballs and
Yeah,
it's over.
very nice.
Oh, this must hurt if you lose as Nord around. You actually...
Yeah, but it's not the end of the world as Nords, because if they were to win this round, it's similar to the match we watched the other day where they lost the first round, but then they won the next one. They got their snowball started, and that was that. That can easily happen now. If the Nords win this round, they can get a bit of armor, they can get a bit of momentum, and they can just take this whole set very, very easily.
plus I think also the matchup between Nords and Vegas is probably the least one-sided one. Nords are still at an advantage, but it's imagine if Nords are playing, I don't know, Swadia, then you do want to win.
Yeah, so
every single time.
this isn't a very imbalanced one. This is quite relatively fair, especially on a map like this.
Frontline Tactics gambling here on the lake flag. They position like in the semi-final to prevent AE Gold to easily push through this entrance here. But they're not rewarded. The flag actually spawns in AE Gold's favor under their
Yeah,
field.
that is what happened though. When they made this play the other time, they weren't rewarded. They had the flag that was for the other team, and they still made it work, if I remember correctly. So they're still in this round.
Yeah, at least they're really close. If they would be at the boat or somewhere in their spawn, they would be
Yeah.
far away. Sparta sitting at the stairs here, and Anchor.
AE Gold isn't making the same mistake as in the last match though. They're playing very far back. The last team had people in the arches next to the stairs who got caught very, very quickly. So this is much better positioning from AE
Flags
Gold
are
than we
pretty
saw.
high as well.
Yeah, definitely
Comes
some
the
crowd
gap.
pressure. Alex taken out. That's not a great start for Gold.
Yeah, dismounted,
Doom
not
hit, though.
outed. Oh, and Doom with a nice kill on Barry there, but
Oh,
low
very nice
himself.
kick by Charlini.
Ooh. Now they take care of Anchor there, that's good to take him out of the fight so he can't shoot freely anymore. Sparta with a headshot on Dopey there, and Fiata gets a kill as well. It looks like now it's just the other way around.
Yeah, clean sweep the other way.
Yep.
And depending on who got kills, there might be some nice armor here for the Nord
Charlini
team.
got two, so I'm gonna hope he's tanked. Fiata's tanked.
Fiata's tanked,
Charlina's
Charlini's tanked,
Sparta's
Sparta's tanked. Yeah, that's very good for them. Only Oliveran and Jim the Cav have just kept their leather armor, so that's very, very nice
Yeah, but I
upgrade
guess
in round.
Doom also upgraded because he went from the blue tunic, so still good as a cap.
Oh, true. Yeah,
I guess that in a way
still
counts as
a
male.
significant upgrade. Yeah, probably a bigger upgrade than to mail for infantry. Really, that blue armor is absolutely awful for the Cav.
Anchor lost his white armor, but still has a nice helmet and nice boots. So at least something.
Yeah.
And Sparta. Wow, he's tanked up.
So far, I'm not really impressed by the scouting of A Gold. It seems
Yeah,
like they just let Frontline Tactics do what they want, and Gold just takes their position and just wait.
Yeah, they don't seem to be talking very much. So we've got a bit of damage on Jim's horse. Got an early arrow. 2 early arrows, that's quite good for them. Where Frontline Tactics does only have the 1 cav, damage like that on the horse before the fight even starts is quite significant. Means he can get taken out of the fight quite early.
Oh, and the aggressive
They're gonna hold
playstyle.
Trebuchet, I think that's super
Exactly. Frontline Tactics. Deacon said it in his interview that Frontline Tactics is maybe one of the teams that adapted best to the 5v5 style, because they're always very fast in their movement. They decide something and then go there. The moment I said
I'd agree
that,
with that.
Chalini jumps down alone far away from his team.
I would agree with that though. They do seem very confident with the format, and as a team, considering like the team was formed not very long before the tournament. I know Oliveran lost a couple of players and had to find some new ones and stuff. They definitely play better than it seems like they should. They have got very good players, but they play more than the sum of their parts.
Oh, Doom already dismounted.
Yeah, he came to help his inf there, but dismounted before, and now the kills
Wow,
are coming
very
in the other way
nice.
again. Dopey, nice kill there on Pieta, and only Chalini left at the flag and Sparta at the trebuchet. Chalini.
Yeah, I think where they lost Doom there, they shouldn't. I think they went a little bit overboard, tried to do some risky stuff, and I don't think they needed to. I mean, Doom being down there, he was safe, he wasn't going to die. They could have just, played with him as an extra imp, just worried about the other team's cav and kind of kept the round going, get on the boat. But I think they thought, oh god, we've lost our cav, we need to get kills now.
I think you said something very crucial there, like get on a boat, especially since, as you said, Doom was already hit, his horse already hit, so...
Yeah.
And they only have 1 cav compared to the 2 cav from A Gold. Why take the fight in such an open area? I think they wanted to hold the archway, and that's a good call, but they couldn't, and then they should have just went to the boat.
Still, that round was absolutely crucial for A Gold. They reset the Nord economy, they'd back down to like leather armor across the board. Jim's back in his blue paper armor, so good stuff.
Oh, very true. Yeah. I mean, Barry and Darklight, there's such strong inf if they team play on the boat together. It's really hard for Chalini to do something there if he's on his own.
Fietta has some technical problems. Well, he's got about 200 ping at the moment, 250 ping. That's unfortunate to see, but hopefully he can sort that out.
Very true.
If not, there may be a question of can we change server after this set, which I think Gold would be happy
I
with.
don't think it's a server though.
That's the question.
Probably not, but he may have an okay connection to another server. We'll see.
Yeah.
It's what comes of being a Welsh lad.
Unplayable though. It's so shit.
So we have a repetition here.
Doom is in trouble, big trouble, hounded by both A cav. Just jabbed into oblivion. Great stuff.
Hui. Oh, look at Dopey. Yeah, he has
They've
all
done
the
it before though. This flag. You can do it again.
Absolutely. They need to not be disheartened now. Just like last round, their cav got dismounted. They need to just take this fight. Unfortunately, on this one, there's really not many places that aren't good for cav around here.
Spot, I guess well, that's big. He might just die to the 2 cav right now.
At least he definitely can't shoot and
Very nice.
So Alex stopped, but no damage following. Now it's only the 3 inf left, and A Gold looks very convincing here. They got this. Double kill for Barry, or Deacon, as he's also...
Pretty solid work. I think, because this is... It's 5v5, there's Nords present, which is very, very plainly the strongest faction in 5v5. We could, that A Gold could come to regret that round that they dropped here. If Frontline Tactics starts this set very well, it could easily kind of swamp into a 4-0, and then what seems like a very good first set will be disappointing to them. But we'll see. It's this is still very wide open, I think.
Yeah,
definitely.
Very true.
So yeah, Fiesta is resetting his internet. It looks fine now, but I don't know if he's done it yet or what. Hopefully, we don't have that in the final. Hopefully, we get proper internet for everyone.
But to be honest, if the cav goes down in the beginning, your only cav, and then your archer goes down, it's not really...
Yeah, that was a
problem of
misplay.
Fiesta.
I mean, we were talking about A Gold scouting, but I think maybe Doom did a little bit too much scouting and just got caught against 2 cav with jabs, and that's a dead sentence.
Yeah, I think if you're playing solo cav, especially versus Nord cav, which no matter who what other faction you are, they're going to be faster than you. you need to be very cautious in your scouting, because if you're caught out, especially when they have another cav, like more cav than you, you're just going to get hounded. You're going to get jabbed. And Doom got taken out. It was the same the round before as well. He took 2 arrows in his horse before anything was happening. Probably about 30 seconds before the flag was up. So he maybe needs to chill out a little bit. But he has a little break now while he sorts his internet, so he can calm himself down and not get tilted. So yeah.
That's actually a good point. Do you think, like, how important are nerfs in this match? Because if you compare the players, we know that, for example, OGL, Darklight, Anchor, they were actually in Bucharest at the LAN. They already played a final. They might be a bit more experienced, because on Frontline Tactics side, we don't really have anyone. I can't even remember if they ever have been in a final.
I mean, Oliveran must have been in
With
several
IG,
finals.
like, years ago.
He's been in a lot of big kind of high-profile matches. Like I doubt he'll be very nervous.
He's not a very typical guy.
No, maybe some of the other guys, like the less experienced, they're kind of newer to like native matches in general. Maybe I think overall, I'd say the guys on gold are less likely to be nervous about this. I mean, Dopey's played in God knows how many like big Finnish Nation Cup matches. Deacon Barry's played in probably more finals than anyone else
together.
here. Yeah, probably true actually. The rest together, and as you said, the other guys.
Get a statistic on that.
Yeah, someone do some maths, but I really wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah, I agree. So.
But I mean, in any final, nerves are going to play a part. Even for those guys who they've been through it loads of times before, or they played at a LAN or whatever, they're still going to be nervous because...
I think it's a matter of just hyping yourself up. Like, if I was A with gold, I'd say, yeah, we've done this before, easy. If I was Frontline Tactics, like, yeah, with the new kids on the block, let's go, let's win. This is ours. I think that's the best way to just deal with it.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes you need it to wake up. Like, you can't go in there like, oh, let's see what happens. Then you already lost.
Exactly.
That's true.
I think it's more of a problem if you do have a nervous player, though. In this 5v5 format, if you have a guy who's like in 8v8, and even before that when it was even bigger, like if you had a guy who maybe wasn't performing at 100%, you could find your ways around it. He could still perform a role. In 5v5, everyone has to be really sharp, and there's kind of no masking it. So if someone is a bit on tilt, if someone is feeling a bit out of their depth or a bit nervous, then it's going to show, I think.
I agree, yeah. The individual play shines much more in that moment. And you can really pull someone down, that's true. So far, I wouldn't really blame it on anyone. I think Doom had just a really hard position there.
Yeah, it happens.
Doom had, you couldn't really blame him. It's a difficult position playing one Vega cab versus 2 Nord cab, no matter what. And you hear the same problems happen, like no matter who your cavalry is. Like I know Shemaporesh finds it quite hard when he's outnumbered versus Nord cab and stuff like that. All cavalry is difficult. He just got caught out a couple of times, so he shouldn't really be feeling too bad about it.
Plus, it's only the first set, so if they are worried, then they shouldn't be, because there's plenty of rounds to make up for it.
That's very true. So what do we expect in the second spawn? I think that Frontline Tactics might think about a second cav as Vega now. I'm not super sure about it, but I'm very sure that AE Gold will take still their 2 cav because they're amazing. And they might do the 3 inf tactic now. That will be the reason why Anchor is playing, in my opinion.
Yeah, I think you were bang on when you said that. I think Anchor is very likely going to be in town. Fieta's back. That's good. His ping seems to be fine, so that's promising. The Frontline Tactics, they don't have a stand-in, do they? They don't have a 6th player.
I saw someone like Bacteria or something in their roster. I have no idea who that is, and he's
loads of Bacteria, I'd say.
Not on the server.
Yeah, it's Bacteria. I just checked, but yeah.
Okay, so they do have someone who can play.
That's a pretty low ID actually. It's like 5 digits. That's an old player.
Oh, okay. And the ready comes out here from Frontline Tactics. Oh, but this time Darklight
One
crashed.
more technical issue, yeah.
I need like a pause screen, like we'll be right back for situations like that.
Technical issues.
Some lift music, like a bit of that.
Yeah. If you have a bit of time, you can check out our Twitter accounts. I posted them on the screen down there. Leroux, how many followers do you have now? I think... Do you know?
Something like 230 something.
Oh, really sick.
Such a big dog.
Yeah, I'm a big dog. It's only memes though. It's only omens and memes though. So don't bother if you want anything serious.
I saw that last had something around, like over 1,000 for sure. Maybe even close to 2,000.
It's his job.
You would expect, yeah, true. He should have had a few, but I'm not really sure if I want to switch with him because I think most of his messages are like, "When is Bannerlord out?" So
Yeah.
I don't really
wanna deal with that.
Yeah. The only
Just stream a match, like any big match that NBTV streams. It's just like half of chats like, when's Bannerlord coming out? This is Bannerlord.
Yeah, I know, that's hell on earth for that. Like.
With Bucharest as well, it's so sad. Like, you have this dual final and everyone's just asking about Bannerlord. It's really sad.
Everyone's just hyped though, everyone wants it, like, everyone's waiting.
Mm.
Some nerds have been waiting for years, you know.
Mm.
Oh, apparently Bacteria is virus or blade, according to Scar, and he thinks it's virus.
I mean, that's not a bad stand-in to have.
No.
If you need to swap someone out and your substitute is virus, that's really pretty good.
That's true. But sadly, he's not here right now.
Well, maybe we'll see him in the next thing if Fiesta's internet doesn't clean up. But it does seem fine for now, and we're live again.
Mm-hmm. This time.
Yeah, this is live. Good, right.
Yeah, A gold with the 3 and 2 cap.
Yeah, no surprises
same
there.
Setup from FT, so yeah.
So FT pushing all the way up. They predicted this push from AE Gold. They still seem committed to AE Gold, and I think that's probably the right decision now they've shown.
Oh,
that's a really tough start for Alex.
Mm-hmm. No, 1 cap on each side, but the next kill is already coming in. Barry goes
Dopey's
down.
entrance is important.
And the 3 in place.
Yeah, needs a big kill here from Dopey coming in.
Anka actually playing in.
Yeah. Yeah, 3 and 2 cav for gold.
Mm-hmm.
That was always going to be tough.
There.
And Frontline Tactics just stick to their setup, so they don't take 2 cap, they still play with 2 infants there. And there, Anchor goes down Vieta with a double kill, so it did pay off to do something about the internet there.
Yeah, great start for FT. Really, really strong.
I think that's really a problem for AE Gold, because when you take that build, 3 and 2 cav, you want to play aggressive, and if your aggression just gets stomped on that hard, I think that's
yeah. I don't think they can read too much into it because Alex was off somewhere else, just dead. Dopey came in very, very late. I think the cav needs to be closer to the infantry if they're going to do that kind of push. I'm glad to see they're not doing that kind of push though again. That didn't seem good.
And Frontline Tactics exchanging the jabs here. Vega also has good jab skills, right? Like you can still hit nicely with the jabs.
I think they're pretty good. They're harder to get. I mean, obviously, Nords, you just all have jabs every round forever. But yeah, I think Vegas are fine with them.
I think Svadia is really bad. At least that's what I'm telling myself.
Yeah, I think some Swadding classes have like 0 throwing skill. It's like pathetic. But both of these can throw jabs. I think we'll see more of it from the Nords anyway. But I think the Vegas have got like 2 jabs between them.
Look at that. The first time AE Gold copies the Frontline Tactics tactic to go to the lake area, the flag instantly spawns under their feet. Okay, a bit miscommunication. They were expecting Frontline Tactics to come from the spawn, but instead they come from the tunnel. Oh, that's interesting. Is it another fake push that they try? That they pretend to
They
go
do
around?
like these fake pushes. Yeah. It's pretty good. I mean, this is a very wide open space, and I think a fake isn't going to be believed because you can see. But they did try and put in a little feint. It hasn't put the AE Gold guys out of position. But they need to make sure the cav is nearby.
And the thing is, there's no archer on north side.
Oh,
Doom is down.
Doom is down.
Sparta is hit.
This is tough now.
Anchor.
Great play by Anchor.
This reminds me of Burke, like he's still kind of archer, like he kills everyone range. And all of a sudden, just Fieta left. They took all this long way around the lake just to come here and die. I think
So AE Gold needs 1 more round to win this this map.
that's very true.
Yeah,
They have
that's
4
right.
rounds now, and with 5 rounds you already win. I mean,
Yeah, Anchor's really come into his own in this 5v5 format.
yeah.
Like we knew of him in kind of previous kind of team tournaments and stuff for years and years. He's been around, but he's never performed as well as he has since it's gone to 5v5. This really seems to suit him, and he just gets tons and tons of kills. He's really, really good infantry in this.
But let's not forget that Naval Outpost was actually the map taken by A Gold. Like
this is their pick.
Yeah, that's their pick.
Right,
So
okay.
I think Frontline Tactics is not too nervous yet. They still have Sandy Bush as the next map, and with their strong inf, they have really good chances there.
Yeah, Sandy Bush is quite a good choice. Frontline Tactics, I think. I really don't think they should take, an imp fight for granted though. Against the AE guys.
Especially here with Anchor, right? Like, you only think
Anchor's doing great work. Darklight's an absolute maniac who does stuff you don't expect.
Die.
And you would hope Barry's not going to die. He doesn't seem to be as durable as he has been in the past. He used to be a man you just couldn't kill really, but he's still doing work.
They're just pushing them into a corner with these jabs.
Yeah, a lot of surrounding going on.
And they have 2 cav, so
Barry's on an archer killing mission here.
Yeah, quite bizarre positioning from AE here. I'm not sure about this. They have dragged
in trouble.
Oh, Sparta, yeah, really in trouble. He had to choose between dying to Barry or to the cav, and then Dopey got the kill.
FD has to go ham now.
In the meantime,
that's a mistake from June. That's going to be the map.
Double kill for Barry here. With
Quality
jabs.
double jab kill from Deacon, yeah, lovely stuff.
But another team kill to make it a big.
All he does is, he's
nothing but respect for Ollie, but he's not doing it.
No more shield, no more health, only seconds away. But Toby and Alex, they don't even, they just want to kill him with a jab. Yeah. I think one of them should just march, or never mind.
They'll do. They're going to make it, like 2 cav, they're going to make it impossible for him to get to Deacon, and if he gets to Deacon, he hasn't got an easy fight on his hands, so that's a tough clutch to even attempt, really. So yeah, first map to AE Gold, good stuff. Not bad from the Frontline Tactics team, like they put on some good rounds. I think they need to make sure they're not taking early losses, losing their cav quite often, maybe someone getting separated and stuff. They need to play as kind of cohesively as we've seen them play in the rest of the tournament, and I think they're in for a good rest of the match.
Did Frontline Tactics actually get one round, or was it a 2-0?
Yeah, no, they got one round on both sets,
okay. So
which is okay,
Yeah, not bad. That's true. But in this format, it only counts the maps, so it doesn't matter if they win 5-0 or 5-2.
Yeah, completely irrelevant in this format.
Exactly.
So this is, but that has its advantage now mentally for them, because they can kind of just reset. This might as well be the start of the match as far as they're concerned, because they don't have to think, we lost that by a big score. They just lost it 1-0, so they can just carry on now.
That's actually true, yeah. They know now their map is coming, which is Sandy Bush, and they have new chances there.
The problem, the fear I have for Frontline Tactics is that this is a Rodox Swadia, so it might be like a 3-1 or a 4-0 stomp by Rodox, and then A goal starts Rodox. So let's say they take a 3-1 or 4-0, then the pressure's on for Frontline Tactics, because if they then lose the set, then they're done. So I'm a bit worried.
To be honest, in a few training matches, I was really surprised by Svadians. I don't think it's that one-sided, because if you manage to do some matching with Swadia and then actually steal the cleavers, and you have the good armor, you can totally snowball from there.
That's true. The only thing is that I think Frontline Tactics is going to play with a lot of infantry, and Rodox just have pikes. And if A Gold decides to use pikes and there's no range to stop that, then it will be a bit one-sided.
Okay,
I would be expecting to see some pikes, or at least one pike on the A Gold team. I know when we had a couple of trainings against them during the tournament, and we used it very effectively against them. They've used it very effectively, I've seen, against other teams. It's much more viable in 5v5 than in 8v8. In 8v8, there's so much more range on you, so many more people who can kind of take you out of the fight. Just more stuff going on. You can't really take a pike because you just get swamped. But in 5v5, you can get room to use it. You can do a lot of damage with it. So I think we're going to see that. And I think it may turn the Rodox side into the stronger side here.
Okay. But if A Gold is playing Swadia, they could, for example, take still 2 cav. I know it's crazy on a close map like this, but with the all pikes.
I wouldn't be surprised if they had 2 cav, yeah. Who have they got in them? Oh, okay, OGL is also in the team, so we can't see what build they're going to take yet.
Well, so far they have 6.
They're being suspicious.
Oh,
Dopey is going out, so I think you're gonna have
One
Anchor,
cab.
Darklight, and Barry infantry. Ogel is a crossbow, and then Alex Gav.
That seems likely.
Could they take?
That's quite
two
interesting. I mean, crossbow on here is quite good, I think. I'd highly doubt either team takes 2 crossbows on either side, really.
Yeah, doesn't seem worth it. Maybe if it was like Vegas or Savanids or something, but no.
Yeah.
But not the crossbows. Imagine Gurgits on Sandy Bush.
That would be lovely. I think anyway they should make more all-star matches and stuff like that, and then they should try something funny, like a Kurgat tournament. Oh, and
we're going
I think
live.
we're going live. Exactly. Just quickly waiting for streamer. So the score at the moment is 2-5, but it's not really important because AE won the first map.
So 4 infantry, 1 cav from AE Gold. Not what I was expecting. So OGL was playing infantry. He has done it effectively in the past, but it's really not his primary class.
I guess if you have to pick Ogel or Dopey, it's kind of like a 50-50, right?
Yeah. There's not much in it, and this gives them the flexibility to play a crossbow. So this, I'd say they've made the right choice. On the other side, we've got 3 infantry, 1 cav, 1 archer. Sparta now again as archer.
Yeah, it's
and I think it
Spot
makes
as well.
sense.
He's on the wall in Graveyard, so I mean, if Gold wants to use spikes, that's where you want to be as a crossbow.
Yeah.
Which I
I don't
can't-
think they have any range. They don't even have like jabs or anything, though. I mean, Sparta basically can just stand up top there and no fear, nothing.
Yeah, true.
Also, about OGL, I think they could just do this the first round to see how it works, and if it doesn't work, he could always still swap back to Expo. But they have to be aggressive now, but they cannot.
Oh, they can't let them just go in for free. Here comes the pike.
The pike is out. Spartans have just got 3 shots. He needs to hit a couple of them now, I think.
Already taking
Just
down
jumping in.
Chalini. Yeah, it's so brutal with the distance, you're absolutely right. He can poke into every infight around him there. Now the shield stun coming out and Barry takes out Oliver. The last
Yeah.
person, Sparta up
The
there.
sad team hits him.
Sparta, he's hit 3 or 4 shots, but they're not kills. I think they're not getting the impact from him being there.
The thing is, I think they made the right call by just pushing him out into the open, but then
Yeah.
But then Gold having 1 more infantry was like, yeah man, you can come fight with us, we'll just have a bike, we'll stop your cav, we'll bike suck you, and they just overextended. They had to just push them out, then fall back, so Sparta had more time. But yeah, flag was in Graveyard, so it's either alleys or central, which I think are 2 bad flags for this fight, for frontline tactics.
Yeah, both sides didn't switch anything. I mean, for Rodok it was working. Now Svadia, what can they hope for? Graveyard, middle, Sparta's going into the graveyard again, which means he will take a long time to join an alley fight with the flag spawns there.
Yeah. Gibby said in the chat, Gibby from the Croatia team who was knocked out last set of matches. He's saying, where's the bastard sword? And I think that is a good point, because they have got Oliveran and Fiesta, especially Fiesta, on this Swadian team. And if he has a bastard sword, he's an inverse nightmare. And he could kill off some imp with that, especially the guy with the pike. He could kill them off in seconds. I think if they're struggling against this pike in the melee fight, I think that would really be a good shout for them.
Yep, that's very true. Especially since Rodok has no archer. No one to punish it if he's standing there without shield. Now the flag spawned in the alley here, and Chalini trying again to be sneaky with the expo here, but Costel...
I like the darts from Pieta.
Just playing calmly.
Yeah, I do as well. I mean, they're not doing much, but they're just annoyance.
I think you should have waited with them until the fight came out, but it's something that can be useful in this situation, and they're really cheap. Okay, gold just
looks like A-Gold are just going for the push here. Alex is coming in behind them to open... No, backing off. That's a good call as well. They were getting dragged back into an area they didn't want to fight, and they just backed off. That's good.
Yeah. I mean, there's no stress on AE Gold right now because the flag is behind them. Okay. Like if
big shot on OGL, and nice follow-up by Oliveran. He's really unlucky to have not got that kill on OGL.
Yep. Maybe Duncan can get it now.
So it's a pike fight between Anchor and Fiesta. All pikes versus pikes.
Oh, double kill.
Barry with the double.
Great work by Barry. Solid man.
Doom dismounted. Oi. Well, I guess you're like my analysts here are proving their worth because you guys really said it very right. It looks like Rodok looks really stronger here. Like if Svadia just gets denied to upgrade
I
at
think
all.
especially that
it's
alley
so-
flag is because it's such a confined area. There's not really room to move around the pike or to do anything against it. You just have to kind of accept it's there and then hope you get some frags to snowball the fight.
Mhm.
It's very
Yeah,
tough.
Fiesta should be keeping those darts. As you say, he used them a bit early. They would at least give
They have
give
javelins,
Anchor a reason not to go, just have the pike out all the time. You know, he can just hold the dart back, just wait for him to get it out, and just either throw it at him or at least make him think about putting it away.
Mhm. You must just admire the left side of your screen right now, like all these dangerous, scary helmets. It looks so cool. Wow.
Alex just with the nose basket, I think it's called.
Yeah.
It looks so fancy. Look at his face though. It seems
That's a
kind of weird on his
well-equipped
head.
team. That's a well-equipped team right there.
On the other side, Frontline Tactics still with their pajamas here. That doesn't look as scary
Yeah,
at all.
I mean they've got those nice helmets, but their armor is still not brilliant on the Rodox. You can't get that much until you get that really expensive armor.
Mm-hmm.
So you know if one of these Frontline Tactics guys can get a couple of all pike hits, something like that, they can still get kills. They can still get a round back, and if they get a round back, they can get armor and they can win the set.
Mm-hmm.
This is when they need to do it though. They really do need
Yeah,
a round
it's not
here.
impossible, especially right. They have nice helmets, but Rodok ragged outfits not that good anyway.
Yeah.
Don't follow them so far.
So
please.
Deacon's managed to get all the way over to Sparta. He's just taken him out of the fight. Meanwhile, that fight is going in the way of A Gold anyway. So this is really tough now for Frontline Tactics.
Ooh.
I think we just saw that like FD make the same mistake. Like fine, they push them off flag, it's fine, but don't follow them that deep. Like because it was an equal fight, 3 and 1 cav against 3 and 1 cav. But yeah, also smart by Anchor, not taking out the pike because it was even, and then as soon as they got 1 kill, he took out the pike, stopped the doom, and that was the end of the fight.
Yeah, that's very true. That's what you need to keep in mind in these.
This is very dominating, and I think we may see some top armor now from Dark Lights managed to get it, Deacon's managed to get it.
Downgrade the helmet though. I don't know about that choice in terms of
I
fashion.
would definitely take that choice, just for style, if nothing else.
But he looks less cool now. Okay,
You must
FD,
think.
they
Oh,
dropped their crossbow. They're just going for it right now.
Out in
It's a
the
bit late, I
alley.
think.
Anchor
now we're
already
gonna really
with
see
the
that
shield
fight.
standing, but Barry always a
They
millimeter
don't
away.
seem to have an answer for this. They really need to get some hits.
Yeah. But they switched too. Sparta went in as well. Still, it doesn't matter. Ooh, that was a fast round, and they take it.
Yeah, so you need to check the scoreboard really.
Yeah,
If you
FD got
check,
no kills.
FT got no kills on the entire set, and that's going to be tough
Whoa.
to shake off.
That's brutal.
That is very brutal.
6 kills.
Sorry.
for
Deacon Barry
Barry
put on an
though.
absolute clinic that set. Like he played exactly how you need to play that. He got onto the crossbow when he needed to. He was solid in the melee fights. Got a lot of kills. Yeah, really top work. And that's going to be hard for FT because they're already down the map. This is supposed to be their map. They chose this, and it's really not going their way. They need to get a 4-0 now to get this to Winterberg.
Oh, that's actually true. I mean, they're doing worse on their own map.
Get this to Valoran even. We're not even at Winterberg. Then they
Oh,
have to
true.
win- then they
Yeah.
have to win Valoran, and then we're gonna go with
Just for
Winterberg.
Valoran, yeah.
Mm-hmm. So they really have to hope for a draw now. Like that's the best thing they can
Yeah.
hope for.
Have to draw with this and then win Valoran, and then yeah,
Mm.
that's a long road to go. I think they can do it. I mean, as we said, Rodok's the stronger side, obviously. I'm really looking forward to see how AE deal with the pike and all that. If they deal differently with it.
Mm. Very good point. Like how AE plays Svadia now. If they take one archer. I mean, OGL is in. He could easily play Expono on Svadia's side. But it didn't really pay off for Frontline Tactics. So, difficult choices here. 2-9. That looks really brutal. Really one-sided. And you can't really say, like, on Naval Outpost, there were still close rounds. Like, it could have gone either way. But now here, it was really...
Yeah,
just
that was
a
completely
steal.
dominating. Completely one-sided.
I think if they would have given Sparta when he was crossbow a little bit more time to do something, then maybe yeah.
Yeah, it's very difficult to give him time though, because
Yeah,
if you're getting shield stunned from a mile away and so on, the gold cap as well was putting in loads of work. It was very hard for them to give him more than kind of 3 shots maybe in the round. So I'm not sure him being an archer was the right decision, but you know it's what they've come this far with. It's really probably not right for them to change it at this point.
Okay, 1 second. I think we need some hype, because if I understand this correct, we are 1 round away from the winner? Because if
That's
AE
it.
Gold takes 1 round now,
Yeah.
that's it. They win. Whoa!
Are
Are you not happy, you guys? I thought, like,
I'm very. I learned a long time ago not to celebrate before it's done. So.
that's true, that's true. But I mean, just to have a match point like that, I think that's how they call it in tennis, for example, or something, right? Like,
yeah.
1 round and that's it. And they have
It's
4
very much in
chances
Gold's
to
favour.
do that. They have 4 match
Yeah.
points now. Because even if they just win 1-3 on the spawn, they still won the map and the game, the match.
Pray for Frontline tactics, boys. I hope we see pikes and hammers. That's
Same
what I want to
here.
see.
I think we're going to see pikes, and I don't think. I mean, like, suggestion from the chat, which I think was quite a good one, was maybe some bastards or something like that. The gold team doesn't have like dual kits. It doesn't have like Fieta and Oliveran and stuff to kind of make those effective. So that's not going to be an option for them. But it'd be interesting to see what build we get here.
Do you think it's live?
So just exactly the same. 4 imp, 1 cav again for gold on Swadia, and exactly the same for exactly the same.
It might
for
be weird, but I think this actually favors Frontline tactics because they still have the pikes, but they have one crossbow, which can be useful.
Yeah, I would say he needs to play close to his imp though.
Yeah.
He's been quite far away, and that's not a bad idea usually. But the fact that the imp fights aren't really going their way anyway, having the numbers that are at least equal after his first couple of shots would be beneficial, I think.
Also worth mentioning is that Anchor and Darklight are going for the heavy build, so they're taking the heavy armor. Getting
That's a
shield
good
drops
choice.
by one of their friends.
Yeah, that's a very good choice by them.
Yeah, that's a good call. Maybe it lets them survive that one more hit. That could make a difference.
Yeah, and that suits their playstyle as well. Like Anchor and Darklight, one of the reasons they're doing so well in 5v5 is that they're very aggressive and kind of have no care kind of players. So putting them in this armor with no polearm, it doesn't really matter to them. They're just going to be even more hard to deal with.
And look at them, the flag spawned under the feeds again in the graveyard. This could really be the last round.
Yeah, poor Frontline tactics. This is kind of hard for them. They've got to deal with this on their first round.
But AE pushing out, do you think that's smart?
I think this is
I
good call.
think it is.
Just for the
They have no range
momentum,
anyway.
right?
Why wait? Just go for the fight.
Yep. They have momentum, they're not scared. Look at that.
Yeah.
Gianni already half-life and down. Only 4 people keeping the dream alive.
June managed to get a
4 versus
Morningstar
4.
kill back.
Nice.
Over
3.
just yet.
3 people left. Fieta, Sparta, and Doom. What can they do? They have to do everything right now, because if this round is over, the match is over.
Oh,
Okay, 1 kill back, but now it's only Fieta
Just
with
on Fieta now.
0 HP.
He has no HP.
Only moments away, and there it is.
That's it.
GG's.
GG.
GG's, yeah, very nice.
Wow, that was brutal. The GGs are coming out.
That was a close fight though. They almost did it.
That's a good match. I mean, it seemed quite one-sided at points, but you know, I think that's a good grand final. Like Frontline tactics, they've been playing all the way through with their build. It was maybe not right what they used against AE Gold, but it was you know, they still put on a decent show there, I think.
And how do you guys feel about this now that the team that kicked you out now lost against AE Gold? Do you feel like your honor is restored?
Well, honestly, I think it would have lost to this AE Gold as well.
Quite possibly. I think we're not going to stop hearing about it for quite a long time.
No.
They'll be saying, you know, Gold was a better team and so on and so forth for a good few years, but we'll put up with that.
Way into Bannerlord, we'll still be hearing about this. I'm actually I'm happy for AE Gold, obviously, but I'm a bit disappointed because I think this match could have gone to Winterberg potentially. So I was hoping to maybe see that, to see some good Warband.
I agree. Like, I was hoping that Frontline Tactics would win Sandy Bush and then at least bring it to 3 maps. That would have been really cool.
That's why I think that Sunny was maybe
User
like
joined your
a
channel.
bad pick, because it's such a, with these factions and with the strength of the Rolex, it can just go 4-0 and then you only need one more round. So and yeah, Naval Outpost is a bit more. It allows for more tactics, while Sandy's
Truth is,
just
Yeah.
fighting.
Truth is, I've never lost a match on Sandy Bush, so I don't know why they picked it.
That's interesting. Joining us right now, in case you want to wear, is Deacon Barry, captain of AP Gold, and successful
Apis
champion, and
No, we don't have a
leader,
captain,
de
sorry.
facto leader of AP. Yeah.
Yeah, congratulations, Deacon, to you and your team.
Thank you, thank you.
It looked very convincing. Like, what the hell? Why is it so quickly?
I'm
over?
convinced.
Yeah, we peaked like at the right time. I think we started training towards the end. We did about at least 2 training matches for last week. So
Do you think maybe
yeah, it was good.
maybe your picture under your interview scared them a little bit? Intimidated
I think it
them?
did. You know, I think it intimidated them.
Psychological warfare there.
Yeah,
Nice.
I just don't think people like that will ever beat me. To be honest.
Would you care to elaborate
Yeah,
about that?
specify please.
Well, I'm just the winner, aren't I? Like, I'm just the winner.
Just the winner.
What are
What
they?
are
Great
they?
guys, but
Great.
they've got what it takes really. I think.
So, do the other guys in your team, like, do they deserve to be called AE team now or something? Because before we made jokes like, if they lose, then it's obviously not an AE team, but if they win, they are totally putting honor to the AE name
They're
or
just
something.
like we were lucky, man. Like me and OGL, we were trying to make as many A teams as possible, and like we managed to get this lot in, and they're so good. Like every one of them's just quality. Like a lot played a lot better than me for most of the tournament. Like a lot of them, Alex and Dopey particularly, were just fantastic. Anchor just quality throughout. Dark Eye was brilliant.
Yeah,
Really, yeah, just amazing players. Like
Anchor in the first round, directly a triple kill with being on half
yeah, that
life.
triple, yeah,
That's just crazy.
So fast as well.
it happened in seconds,
So
didn't it?
ugly.
Yeah. I mean, it's lucky it happened in seconds because I was about to kill them all. So
Obviously. You were talking about that on the gas as well.
Yeah, we
Good,
got a
good,
few double kills of you too. I think in these 5v5s, I really like how fast-paced it is sometimes, right? Like in 8v8, you wait forever, and then it's just chaos and the round is over. But in these 5v5, if you have good momentum, like for example, this last round, you knew you just need one round to win. You could have stayed in the graveyard, but nope, you decided to push out, push them into the open.
I think that was we were worried about because Sparky's been playing really well. So we were worried about him getting up on top of the graveyard and then it'd be an absolute nightmare. So we thought we need to push him when we're out. We were going to run the extra archer actually on Sadia. We thought it's going so well. Let's just try and push into them, get the win, and it worked.
Oh, very nice.
Yeah, I think it was a good decision. I mean, we were talking about it a little bit. I think that they had Sparta playing crossbow both sides. It wasn't, through no fault of his own, he wasn't being able to contribute much. Just because you guys were being so aggressive, the fights were over kind of within about sort of 10 to 15 seconds. He could maybe get sort of 3 shots off.
Yeah, it's part of the crossbow thing, isn't it? Really, and that's why we're happy to fight. We did a training match with against a load of A's yesterday, and LaRue was up on the graveyard shooting down on them. It's not the archer's fault. Like LaRue's amazing, yeah, obviously. But the crossbows just can't do enough work on that fight down there with the Rodox. And the Rodox, especially with their stunning equipment and stuff like that, it gets so hard for the imp. So we just kept taking fights down there, and what should be a great position is just not that influential.
So would you say build was the main factor? I mean, obviously you're saying your winners and maybe the opponents were contrary to that. Would you say that?
I didn't say that.
It's what you're implying, right?
Nah. All right. Carry on.
Would you say that that the builds chosen were more influential in this particular match than like a kind of difference in skill?
The thing is that I think they ran into a little bit of a problem where they've been playing this right. They've been playing the same. They've been doing a lot of training matches. They've been playing the same thing over and over again.
Yeah.
So we knew what we were going to go into fighting. And I think in 5v5, it's actually quite important. They don't necessarily know what you're going to do. Like
I did
class
see
setups can just like make a difference.
Yeah, I did see before. Some sets you had all 6 of your players in, so it wasn't obvious what you were going to be playing. I think that was quite smart. And like this format overall, what do you think about this format versus like the kind of community traditional sort of 8v8? How do you think it fares?
I prefer 8v8 personally. 5v5 it's fun. I'd like to see. I think what we'll have in the future is some more serious 5v5s. Like you remember, like we used to have those 5v5
Yeah,
jokey kind of Nations Cups or whatever. I could see a lot of them. I think they're fun on the side. I think 8v8 is where Warband's at its best because it's chaotic. There's a lot going on. There's more strategy involved as well. It's a nice addition. I think it's good. It's more sustainable for lands if we are able to go that route.
Sure.
But I think we'd be fools to set aside 8v8. But it's so fun and there's so much going on and it's just great.
Yeah, I agree. And how does it, like the other differences in the tournament? You know, there was map-based wins, and there was kind of two matches for each team per week. How did they play out from your like administrative kind of point of view?
I think if you're gonna have 2 matches a week, which I think can work, I think you shouldn't have a roster cap. I think I kind of talked that out in my interview because we're not professionals. You need everyone. Everyone's not able to turn up sometimes, like, so you need to have the flexibility to allow like 12-man rosters, 13-man rosters.
Sure.
But I liked it 2v2, and I like set win. I like map wins. I know everyone was poo-pooing it at the start, but I think map wins is quite interesting. I think it means teams can come back from getting hammered on one map, and it means if you're really bad at closed maps or something, you're not just wrecked. Like I quite like it. Yeah.
Fair enough. So this is the end of, I mean, obviously you have an extremely long and illustrious history hosting tournaments. This is the end of this one for you, for the viewers, for the teams. Is there anything else in the works from you?
Yeah. Well, I don't think this will be the end of the EC5 or whatever. I reckon we can make this.
That'll be back. Nice.
I reckon this will come back at some point. I think we can make it like the illustrious 5v5 tournament that like the ECS or the WNL is for 8v8.
Sure.
But coming up next, I imagine it'll be like a WNL, hopefully, depending on how many teams are interested.
Very exciting.
Something like that, an 8v8 of some sort, anyway.
I mean, the WML tournament is picking up at the moment, so there are still 8v8 teams out there for sure. People who want to play.
Yeah, it looks really good. There's been some really interesting matches in that tournament, actually. So shout out to Edward for hosting that.
Yep.
I suppose on that theme is, I mean, you've already shouted out your team, because you said they were all brilliant, and I agree. Like the performances from the guys in gold has just been like excellent throughout. Is there any other shout outs you want to make?
Yeah, a few. Like shout out to like something's happening. Shout out to like FT. I was like banting earlier. Like they played so well. And they've done so much like damage, and they played well beyond what I expected them to. And they got a high skill team, but they lacked cav, and for me, 2 cav is quite vital for 5v5. So for them to do so well without it's incredible. And they're all great guys, so like shout out to them. Shout out to Sparky because Alex told me to. Shout out to Kramer, PE Kramer, who's come back. He's playing Warband again. That's great.
Welcome back, Kramer.
Yeah, we love that.
He's old.
Shout out to Aronwen and Ermanas for helping to host the tournament. Like particularly early on in the tournament, like
helping's a strong word.
Yeah, helping.
Yeah. I've turned it on the last few weeks. I'll have you know.
Last week.
But like shout out to them. They're always so helpful. Aronwen's helped me admin so many tournaments, and she's such a great person and so hardworking and like keeps me honest, which is great. And Ermanas just a great guy, hardworking as well. Just awesome admin team, and Scar kind of attempted to help, so respect. Thanks for trying to help.
Also the referees.
Didn't do a lot though.
Right? Like Rome.
Yeah, and Rome particularly, and Prusak as well, who came through as a bit of a new referee.
Those guys have been great. They've been helping
Rome
out a lot.
Particularly though, like he just
I think
refed
Rome
so
ref
many tournaments.
every match I saw from this tournament. He's
I mean,
always there.
What a great guy! Like, he must love Warband. Like respect to him. I mean, he's just what a legend. Like all the referees, all the streamers, everything. It's been great. And yeah, shout out to my team again. To be honest, they've been superb.
I mean, Sir Alex has some words for you that are maybe not as kind in the chat. Maybe that means something else in Spanish. I don't know, but I think he's just happy.
Let's keep it at that.
I mean, either way, there were a Spanish guy in the finals, so I think Charlini secretly he can be happy to lose against you guys, I think. I mean, you well deserved it, and there's still dark
I
light.
think Charlene can be happy either way because it wasn't that long ago since he came back, right?
Yeah.
I think this
yeah.
is the
I mean,
first tournament he's really been
changed,
playing
like,
again.
His transformation has been incredible.
It's
like,
incredible, yeah. I remember him as a good player, but not.
Yeah, he's always
he's
okay,
definitely
wasn't he?
But now he's really
definitely
stepped up. I really respect that.
Yeah, it is impressive.
I think it came.
But like that whole team, to be honest, like
Yeah.
Fietta used to be more about dual play, but you see him on IG now. He's doing some great stuff, and it's impressive.
It's really good to see that people are still invested in this game and improving and spending so much time on, pushing each other. That's really cool. I like this about the team player aspect of this game.
Never ending hell, purgatory.
Yeah.
Can't quit it.
You try to escape, you just get dragged back in.
It's great. I every time I think I'm done with the game, I just come back and I love it.
It's all about the people, though, isn't it? Like you want to leave the game, but then you think, oh, should I just play another tournament with those guys that I like spending time with? Yeah, I think I will. And you can easily get back involved. So yeah, hooray for Warband.
Yeah, so thank you to you, Deacon, for making this tournament.
Thank you.
So people can find new friends and play together. It's really cool. I mean, I could make my iDevils team. That was always a dream of me. So thank you. LaRue and M, do you guys have shout-outs to someone?
No, I don't think so.
Aww.
I don't think so.
Not
I mean,
even to Deacon, he's right here.
Nah, he knows.
Guys. Okay.
we have trouble sharing our emotions with each other, you know.
To M
But he knows.
M played on a potato on shitty internet in the match that we lost to FD, and I really respect him for that because it was suboptimal, but he still was very optimistic about our chances and very
That's
hyped
the thing.
to let us win.
Somehow managed to gain respect even when I just made us lose horribly.
Yeah, I mean, you did it though. I mean, I would have given a default. Like, no, I'm not going to play. I can't play. I'm sorry. So yeah.
Yeah, I deeply respect that too. Like, it's always better to play, and even if you lose, at least you played. It's much better than a default win, for sure. Yeah. So,
what about you, Puzzle Bloom? Do you have any shout-outs before we close this down?
No, this time just to you guys. Like, thanks so much for stepping up and helping me out here. I'm still new to this whole streaming thing, and I hope people like it. I'm looking forward to the feedback, and yeah, I think we can wrap it up now. Good luck. No, not good luck. There's no more luck needed.
You can still say good luck. There'll be more tournaments.
I'd like luck.
Yeah, come on, give us some luck.
For the future. Good luck for everything. Thank you. Life. But
good luck,
congratulations for this tournament. It's really, it was great, and great final. I'm a bit sad for Frontline Tactics, but just keep on fighting, guys. There's always a new tournament to shine. So thank you to M and LaRue for streaming with me, and thank you for the viewers for watching. So good night, everyone. Bye-bye.
Bye.